brothers trying to do all which is shaped like the U.S. That guy did get a little crazy in that movie. Let's see. They want to time the NTOV crawl with the next rumble, but I don't know what the current status of it yet. Okay. Yeah, if they do it, I'd like to show up. I'd like to, you know, catch that on camera. Cone of the Mystics. Not a bad little item. I think that's going for like 400 or 500 plat.
Is it?
I think so, right? It's not too bad. I can do a search for it. Cone of the Mystics is going for 250.
Really?
Yeah, 250 or
That is not good.
or 5,000.
Ding 47.
Oh, I got a 92.
Grats.
Yeah, you say grats now, but you want to loot that for me?
Yeah.
If a torpor drops and I wasted my 92 roll. Me and my dice are going to have some words. Let's see. You no use stun command for the ads on Chanter. Starting to sound like Nibris now. Yeah, I don't. I should. I'm a bad cleric.
Alright. Oh, we don't even know what it is yet.
Not yet, yeah. Now, most likely, I probably would use my stuns a bit more if I wasn't too busy yammering on when I do my videos. Heck, I don't even look at the group chat 90% of the time anymore. We'll put it up, though, now that you mentioned it. See if we can get in the habit of using it. It's hilarious. I guess there's a lot of clerics that don't use that spell, so Nibers has actually taken to carrying it on him. So when he runs into a cleric that doesn't use it because they don't have it, they can't use that excuse anymore. He gives it to him. I have people skills. There we go. I used it. A little late, but... How's Chubbs been? Pretty good. This is going to be his last round. He was trying to find a replacement down here, but he has done very well as our tank. He was a little worried, I think, at first due to his level, but... You reading that cipher? My 43 is too low. Would need a 4-second sea hill chain. I don't know about that, man. I mean, I'm willing to give it a shot. We do have a 46 shaman here with us. So if we can pull that off, we might be able to pull off a main tank at 43. Give you eight. Oh, well, you can't get ageism at 43, can you? You gotta be 45 at least. That might be a problem. Ageism makes a lot of things possible, but... And I can't even put my celestial heal on you either, so it would have to be complete heals the whole time. Oh, dude, that would suck. Yeah, juice box, we need a tank. If you got one. Octo, you don't have a key yet? Dude, we gotta be doing a key sometime this weekend then. We'll go over there and help you get one.
Can't you tank on your Bardy? Bard band? Bardy?
Yeah, he could tank on a bard.
Oh, that's a weapon on a Spectral Harbinger.
Yeah. It's the sucky ones though, right?
Hey, I got my... Hey, whoa. Let that one drop.
What do you have?
It's the crystal.
Oh, yeah. The thing is sexy. Look at those stats, dude.
I already got one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my bard is at entrance. If you're interested, Octa, if you want to get some experience and possibly some loot, I will let Chubbs know. You're more than welcome to the spot. Never been in Seb, but I can get Gundrick there. So yeah, if Octo doesn't want it.
Hey, Octo. 47. I'm level 47 now. And I'm already 2. And so I'm getting 48 tonight. I need those new spells. Actually, I need that 51 slow. That's what I need.
Nah, not at the moment. Wife not asleep yet. Okay,
Ooh,
so you can't.
Are you moving? Let's move. Door's closing.
I'm overweight. I have a lot of copper on me I need to destroy, apparently. Let's see. Juicebox, if you want to take over Chubbs' spot, definitely hit him up. It's CHUUBS. I'll mention it to him as soon as we get to the room as well. What level is your warrior? Why do SKs usually use two-handers? SKs tend to not be the main tank in raids. They can. They definitely can be. I have seen Shy, a level 60 Shadow Knight, use her epic, and it's pretty amazing to behold the damage that a Shadow Knight can do when they use a two-hander as well. So if they are not going to be the main tank and they're just going to be an extra DPS kind of class, two-handers are kind of the way to go.
Yeah, there's some really good two-handers too. And of course your epic is a two-hander. So might as well get some practice in.
Oh, okay, so he just found a replacement. It should be Juicebox, I think. Oh, crap. Okay, so he's got a 55 SK on the way. Alright, Juicebox, we'll get you in as soon as we can, man. Cheaper to buy a two-hander as well. Well, yeah, if you're going to buy it, if you got a little bit of time to kill and, say, possibly playing other tunes besides your Shadow Knight or Paladin, My suggestion would be to try to get a summons or a drag down to lower dogs and possibly get the no trade sword that drops down there. Most of the people fighting down there probably won't need it. And I have seen just the other day, actually, the paladin weapon rot because nobody was there to loot it. They didn't even actually have any paladins. So if you get down there with a low level tune, you could get yourself a great weapon. I would have a WC cap on you because you're going to need to get out of the zone. And once you fall down that hole, kind of on your own.
I'll regen everybody who doesn't have full health.
C group seeks rogue replacements. They're going to lose one of our rogues.
The rogue replacement situation has been crazy.
What's that?
The rogue replacement, we've replaced more rogues than anything else today.
We have, and you would think that would be the one thing you didn't replace all that often, but I think it's because it's so easy for them to get down here.
Yeah.
And they probably get a group in here so fast because they are rogues that they're not really worried about it.
I might actually bring flip sides down here and try to get into some groups just to try for other chances at torp.
Let's see. My roommate said he has a level 16 monk, but he doesn't play. So if I spend the time getting up there, I'll bet he'll play again. It's really different to have people to play with than to, play by yourself. Makes all the difference in the world. So it's possible. And he may see you playing and having fun and go ahead and re-roll and make a new tune to kind of level with you. Alright, looks like they got a replacement for the rogue as well. I tell you, man, this is one of the few rooms where getting replacements doesn't seem to be hard at all, even this late at night. Let's see, I guess I should get my ageism back up since we're going to get a new tank and a new rogue. They're going to need buffs.
Anti-handsome.
Who's that?
Anti-handsome is the name of the Shadow Knight.
Right. I think that would go on an ogre or a troll. What's he trying to say?
Well, he's the Dark Elf. Or not a Dark Elf, but he's a Shadow Knight.
Yeah, but Dark Elf, if he is a Dark Elf, they are super sexy, dude. They look regal and no matter what they're wearing. Not late here, only 8 p.m. Well, if we're...
Really?
Yeah, well, he's in Australia.
Oh, yeah.
Down under, man.
It is 1 a.m. here. But is it
really? It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Is it the next day? Is it the next day for you guys? Are you in the future? Because it's Thursday for us. I mean, it's Thursday morning for us at 1 a.m.
Oh, Octa is in Hawaii. That's right. It was Flats. It's in Australia.
Yeah. Okay, so then this might mark that one off.
How hard is it to get back into the game after not playing for years? It's really not that difficult. The game kind of comes back to you. I would start off slowly, and it kind of depends on your class too. If you have a guild, that would be a great way to kind of get back into it. Were you talking about live or are you talking about here on P99? If you're talking about live and you're coming to P99, again, you're going to start at a low level, so you get to relearn everything all over again, and that's what I did. I took off, I don't know, like 12 years from playing Everquest live to this one.
There he is.
Yeah.
That is very confusing. That orb in his hand, it's a Tash orb, it looks like.
Going to make a whole new tune, probably the best solution. There's a lot of tutorial videos out there, and the community at large on P99 is absolutely phenomenal. If you have questions, you're more than welcome to ask here, or pretty much anybody you meet in the game, and you're gonna get a reply 90% of the time, if not more.
Alright, I'm not gonna have heal loaded. Getting stuff up for the SK.
Our rogue's name is from behind.
Nice. Oh, and he has the nice mask. Stem, strength.
What kind of tune are you going to make? Just kind of curious as to what you're going to go with. Usually play a Cleric, one of the simplest classes as you progress through the game. Gets a little bit more difficult as time goes on, but not too bad at all. Alright, there we go. Pet's taking some damage. Got repop up over here.
Oh, we got a repop here. Yeah.
Who is leader? Oh, somebody got him. Okay.
Getting hit hard. Regen. He's using some kind of weapon.
Wait. Our Shadow Knight is using some kind of weapon?
No, I mean, it's not a normal kind of looking weapon. It looks like the,
I'd ask him, man, because that is kind of curious, as like why he's using an orb. Not that I doubt that it's a weapon. I bet it's going to be something pretty uber.
I kind of think I know. I think it's a tash weapon that you click. It's a clicky tash.
Let's see. Anyone know a druid helping for corpse runs? I'm a new player and need a telly out of Crystal Caverns. Oh, there goes our enchanter. I'm not paying attention to reading chat. I get a lot of flack from my enchanters for not keeping them alive, but I also get a lot of flack from my stream for not reading their comments.
Wow. That is nice.
Ooh.
I'm out of mana.
Holy crap. 25 damage, 25 delay?
Yeah.
10 stamina, 100 hit points, 25 mana. Shadow Knight only. West TOV. Looks ridiculous to be attacking with an ice cream cone, but at the same time, I would be.
I think that actually looks pretty cool.
No, it looks ridiculous. Is he the ice cream man? What's going on? Here, have a lick.
If he had one in his offhand, I don't know what I would. I don't know what I'd say about that. It just feels weird. Server tech, please.
Hey, Kajar, thank you for rating, man. Appreciate it. And all the viewers who are coming to the stream, we are in Seb at the CE group right now. So we have been going pretty hardcore down here for the last like 6 or 7 hours. We have a Torpor that has spawned down here that dropped, and we did not win it. But we did get to random on it, so, you know, all good there. Cypher did get some nice items. You got an RBG, a little belt.
You got a helmet. You got all kinds of things. It's got a spell that's worth like like 1 plat.
just with you in CE with Chubbs. Oh, there you go. Chubbs, how you doing, man? Been a pleasure, definitely. If you're ever on, looking for somebody to hang out with, hit us up, man. We're going to be planning a arena raid sometime this weekend as well. So 2-3 groups maybe, put them together, go in there and see what we can get for everybody. Open raid for anybody who wants to join. Also going to be doing some epic kills this actually tomorrow. We're going to be helping a friend do a kill for his last piece for his enchanter, and then later on the monk epic. Going to be working on that. So if any of you guys out there need ejag and you want to kind of do them at the exact same time, let us know. Oh, absolutely, man. More than tag along, be part of it. You tanked for us like a beast tonight, so put you front and center. Any cloaks drop for us? Not yet. They were even talking about this just a little while ago when the enchanter first got here. We're kind of asking one of the other players who apparently has been here since yesterday, non-stop. Like the guy's been here for over 24 hours. A little hardcore for me. I don't think I could go that route anymore. My body probably wouldn't handle it, but he has not seen one cloak drop in the last 24 hours or more. Had everything else but. Like they said they had 2 JBBs. We've seen the Torpor drop. We've seen the RGB drop. We've had a handful or more of other items. In fact, my bags are kind of overflowing with stuff as we speak. I got the Deepwater Van Bracers, things I've won. Got Dragonhorn and Yakesha dropped earlier. Nobody wanted it. I went ahead and won myself a walking stick. Actually, I think we had 3 or 4 of these things drop tonight.
Yeah.
Couple of Kona Mystics. Some really junky spells, like level 59 Enchanter spell that does what? It's like lowers magic resistance or something?
It's a tash for, it's an AoE tash.
Didn't sell for anything.
Well, Shix, or Shariki said he doesn't have the spell. Did any of us win it?
I don't think anybody wanted it, but yeah, I didn't loot it, I don't think.
I don't think I looted it either. Got bags of stuff.
Octo Whistles, thank you, Octo. Appreciate it, man. That's really bad luck. I would love a chance to roll on that cloak. I'll show you guys what I'm wearing here in a minute. Not that, you know, I feel entitled to it or anything, but a chance to win, better than nothing. But yeah, I'm still wearing the oldie but goldie mammoth hide cloak from way back when. 7 AC 4 wisdom. Hey, ain't shabby. I rolled a 100 on it, I think. Oh, the AoE Tash. So yeah, he snagged that spell. Again, I think it was only worth like 50 plat or something, but it's level
50 to 100.
It's a 59 spell.
I guess it's just relative to how much people want to pay for it.
I mean, it can be the rarest thing on the server, but if nobody wants it, like Canny 3, right? It's Canny 3? Everybody thinks that was garbage. Like, if nobody, even like shamans who don't even have that spell, turn their nose at it.
I mean, I'll probably get it and try it out and use it, but I hear that it's just the conversion rate is not good.
It's a 60 spell. Look it up. I thought it was 59. Maybe it was the Druid one that was 59.
Oh,
something Piranhas we got tonight as well. I can't remember.
Yeah, we got that too.
That one I believe was worth like 400 plat. Of course, I'm getting my prices from the wiki, so they could be bad or good. They're usually pretty close. Oh, we got a earring on this one. Whose turn is it?
Have no clue.
I think it's mine, right? Because we went with Ansem. Well, no, we didn't go with him last time, but we went with A. And then he took off. Shows you how often we're actually getting gems down here.
Fromby?
Man,
Who's Fromby?
we were getting a lot of gems when we first showed up, though. We went through 2 or 3 rotations. I think I've missed a few comments up here at the top, so let me go back up and take a look. I'm doing it right now. People have been really helpful so far, and I often see low-level tunes running around. The community throughout all the levels is really good. You're going to go to certain zones that aren't going to be as populated as others, but there's always those select few. Kind of like Soul B is my place to jam. Really good experience there, and there's not too many groups, but if you're looking for groups, City of Mist is where it's going to be. Same thing with like Mistmore late at night. You can always get a group in Mistmore. Others, you know, maybe not as populated. The orb is overpowered. Absolutely, looking at the stats on that thing is crazy. I would love that. Let's see, orb pops on massive dragon claws, but then again, it's SK only and no trade, but still OP. It's kind of rare to see something like that for Shadow Knight.
Okay, go back.
Let's see, So B does get busy. Don't get me wrong. So B is not just abandoned 24/7, but in comparison to City of Mist, where it seems, from my experience anyways, every time I go over there, it's always camped and almost fully camped. So you might have to wait a little while before you get into a group, whereas in Soul B, man, there's something usually open, if not multiple things usually open, that you can kind of just move into if you form your own group.
So Canny 3 is 74 hit points to 34 mana. The Canny 2 is 67 hit points to 35 mana at level 54 is which when you get that spell. So it's better to just use Canny 2. Because both of them level as you level. And the maximum for Canny 2 at level 60 is 36.
36,
so I think it's... But I'll still probably try it out. I'll probably do both. I don't know.
It's weird that it wouldn't be as... Well, I imagine you could if you switch back and forth between them.
Rogue is...
It's because he's
going boom boom.
He's getting hit from behind. Get it?
Yep.
Here we go. That's what I wanted. I wanted the mob right on my face.
Yeah.
I'm rooting.
Get him right on your face. Woo!
It's the best place for it.
Face tanking it. You got it.
Where do you think I got these great looks from? See, sometimes even lower guck because classic mobs have a lower health pool is good to level on. I think maybe I'm just partial to those zones because I grew up playing in them. I absolutely loved lower guck on my Shadow Knight. He excelled in that zone like no other class I ever seen has. The ability to invis versus undead and regular invis allows you to move through that zone. The feigned death if you get out of control in a situation. Just the free range you seem to have over there. Oh, thank you.
I guess I'm next on.
I think it is F, right? Oh man, I didn't make it in the door.
I'll get Ivy or CMViz in a second.
Didn't I just loot a gym? I can't remember if I looted a gym. I thought.
Huh?
I'll take it. I'll take it for gems. For all the paradots. What happened? I was logging. Nah, not much, man. We're still down in Seb. Killing some mobs, waiting for things to pop.
6 hours later, literally.
We want to relive the experience of seeing a torpor drop. Everybody crapped their pants. Literally crapped their pants. You should have heard the oh my gods that happened off of that. Cypher,
Oh my god.
me,
Oh my
shits.
god.
Oh my god. Totally. And then the group, when they got the link through, was going bananas over it. So that would be cool to experience that again. I don't know if we will tonight, but... Let's see, Raptine, what did you say earlier? I must have missed it. Anyone have a druid helping for corpse? Oh, okay, so you're looking for a druid. Yeah, if you still need a hand before I leave, I don't have a druid, but I might be able to run my wizard down there.
What is it?
I think he's stuck in Crystal Caverns right now. He's looking for a way out.
What class? And we're at in Crystal Caverns.
Oh, you're gonna try to give him directions on getting out?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah, so he's logging for now. Yeah, just remind me when we're wrapping things up if you're still on and wanting that poured out. I'll switch over and grab you. Or Cypher might be able to as well.
Yeah.
Warrior, and I don't know where. It's been too long, so I think he's coming back to the game after being gone for a while, and he's in Crystal Caverns. And he just kind of wants to get out someplace where he can...
Do you see orcs, or what do you see around you?
Oh, he logged out already. And I think that would be the worst thing ever, is to try to give him directions being brand new to the game again and have him die, because you know that's going to happen.
Well, I mean, it's easier for us to go to where he's at if we know what he's surrounded by.
Oh, absolutely. I think when we get in and we're going to find him spiders. Oh, well, he's right there next to the exit.
Oh, you can move to the exit without being attacked.
If he hasn't killed geonids or geodes or whatever they are.
If you haven't killed the geo, well, there is a knockback guy. Oh, it's not an emperor. That's sad.
I do believe. I do declare.
Next mob. Kidding.
You guys are so mean to these things. But they're not important just because they're not names. You guys got feelings too. You guys know you guys live in 2018, right? No bullying. You can go in there and apologize to that guy, Cypher.
I am sorry that you are and you dropped nothing of importance. But hey, buck up.
Get a sticker of participation.
Yeah. Boom, boom. I don't know why the level 40 is running in front.
Ooh, baby, yeah. Oh, I hit
What?
the little light button. Check it out, man. Check it out. This is what you guys get for not looting things. We'll random on it when we get back.
All right. I'll random on it. Just because I have a shot of night that doesn't need it. but it is a 200 or 300 plat to a vendor.
Oh, dude, don't sell that to a vendor. Give it to an NPC or give it to a newbie.
A newbie can't use that other than ice.
Did you random? I didn't see you random.
You're not near us. Oh.
You're still back here killing stuff. What are you guys doing?
What are you talking about? We're in the room.
Can't believe you guys left us. What'd you get as your random? Enchanter got a 65.
67.
Oh, well then you won so far.
Whoa. Why?
Cause I'll give this to you after the fight. Fromby got a 41, so yeah, I think you won that. I need that too. Shadow Knight only. I have one. Oh, he already have one. Yeah, it's not the greatest item. You probably would go with like the Circlet of Shadows would be better for you. It's instant click if you can get the pre-nerfed
And it's
one.
cheap. It's like 500 platinum.
No, you're thinking of the nerfed one. That's not instant click.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you go with the pre-nerfed one,
yeah.
that's instant click. That's better for you.
Yeah, but it is like 12K.
You could probably get it for about 10.
Either way, it's more expensive.
It is, but as a Shadow Knight who needs to pull, it's really nice to be able to do that while feigned death, or instantly upon getting up from feigned death.
Well, that's more for just moving through it.
Safety. Safety as a Shadow Knight.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't pull with it. It doesn't help you with pulling.
Nah, I can't find that thing for less than 20k right now. Oh, crap. It went up? Wow.
What?
That's from behind. Yeah, you said it went up? Jeez. I remember seeing them for as low as 8k, and I was going to get one for my Shadow Knight. I was like, nah, they're going to come down in price a little bit more, and I get one then. I should have got one. The time to buy is the time you need it. Oh. So those went up in price. Torpor went down. It's a crazy world we live in.
Yep.
Hogger's beads went through the roof.
Oh, stupid high.
Some people would say they see those things all the way up to 800k. Nobody gonna pay that much, at least not right now. Maybe one day. There's fewer and fewer of them on the server as people tend to make new tunes, leave the game, do whatever, but I don't think anybody's gonna pay 800k for 300k. Oh, dude. That's at least reasonable, but I feel your pain on that one. Crying out. Ugh.
D R
You good?
D E F
I mean, you can give F the Fire Opal, but that Fire Opal ain't worth jack, dude. He's getting ripped.
Is it?
Yeah, those are like junk gems. Those are like 30 plat, maybe. Hey, Dragoon, how you doing, man? You'd pay 800 plat or 800k? You're a rich man.
For what?
For the Hogger's beads.
Really?
That's crazy. You know, one day it's gonna go up that high too.
It probably is, yeah.
It has to. Like, it's just never going to drop ever again. The Hogger Speeds, Lazy Lion, is what we're talking about. They are the infinite clicky Summoning the eye that you can use as a... Well, pretty much anybody can use them. You can use it to hammer off of. Necros can use it to suck a life off of. But mainly, the one thing that everybody loves to have it for is pulling as a monk. You can pull it after you feign death. You can pull it before you feign death, allowing you to pull mobs pretty much at will, however you see fit, in areas that you would not be able to do otherwise.
I forgot that's actually one of the things that he did have a pretzel is he used the soul well clicky on the eye on his beads.
I mean,
so it would give him it was the leech spell.
Yeah.
But it was a clicky staff, so he would use the eye, click it, and then he could start pulling his next mob.
I mean, the mages do get a quest that they can do to get that. Oh, look the names up.
Yeah, yo.
We've seen that guy a lot tonight. This is like the 5th or 6th one. Holy crap, dude. He's nice little harm touches there. He took it well, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if I took this well.
Wow, we're killing these mobs pretty fast. But you're not taking that well.
No, that's what I said. I wasn't
kind of hurt you a little bit.
Hey, you know, I'm beautiful. I'm a lover, not a fighter, dude. Put me on my warrior. I am ugly as all get out, but I can take those hits like nobody's business. Dude, it's Hans the Ranger.
Hello, everyone. This is Han.
Oh,
let's go ahead and kiss a little froggy. The way that they have the little thing on the back where like the skin has been peeled off and the eyes are so yellow. Let's kill them though. They must die.
Where Odin is Hans. And he will pump you up, guys. Hans and Franz. Excited for level 9. Heck yeah. What tune you playing? What class? Level 9, I think, is when you get your first spells for Shadow Knights and Paladins, if I remember correctly. It's been a while, but I think that's the case. If you guys don't already have one of these, it's gonna rot.
Didn't I loot one for somebody or something?
I think so. Just letting them know.
I have one.
Is the enchanter not looting? I'm gonna pick this up for him and give it to him. Probably not the best time to do it in the middle of battle. See, slap the dragoon horn on a pet.
I'm not putting anything on anybody's pets.
Oh, what, the horn of Yakesha, or however that's pronounced? You could put it on a pet. I'd give it to a newbie. I mean, it's magic, it's lore, it has a little effect on it. You know, somebody brand new to the game, they're gonna get a kick out of that.
You got that helmet already?
I don't think so. I'll random on it. 46. 66. There we go. Get some other people rolling.
93.
Yeah, it just doesn't stun or it doesn't proc early on. If you want one of those types of weapons, you're gonna have to pay a little bit of money. Either Infestation would be amazing to get. You can't buy it because there's no trade, but you could loot it. I have seen a level 1 running around with it. Ideally, though, the Venomous Axe of the Velian Brood used to sell for about 1.2k. I think it's a little cheaper now, and it procs at level 1, and it's just a beast. It's if you're playing a melee class or even a class that can use that one, level 1 through 20, I would say put it on them. You're gonna get some hate, you're gonna get some aggro, but you're gonna do so much damage. Stuns is a chanter's nightmare. Those used to drop off the Wizard of Oz looking dudes. Flying monkeys. Talking the value of just throwing on one of the pets right there, and then means if it's lore and no one's gonna bother to loot it. Yeah, I guess you could. And then just kind of save it for somebody new coming in. Again, that's the problem with this group. It's great. It's great stuff to get, but a lot of it's lore. And if you have been here for a while trying to get that one piece that you're looking for, Torpor or the Hierophant Cloak or maybe the Lumi Staff, you're gonna fill up on this stuff. And if you stay here for a few days without going back to town or switching it off to another tune, there's just gonna be so much stuff you can't pick up, and maybe the other members of your group can't pick up either. It'd be worth it for you to kind of like park a rogue over here and just kind of snag stuff that they can't grab. So I made the sin of making too many alts, and now I quit. Good going. Oh man, don't get discouraged. I have pretty much every tune in the game except an enchanter. So I have that alt-itis going on with you. Ooh, did that just drop? Everything else isn't lore. The Hierophant Cloak only thing that is lore here. It's not true, is it? Yeah, Deepwater Vambraces drop down here, and those are lore. The Toland's Dark Vambracers, those are lore. The Dragon Horn of Ikesha, those are lore. Where's your gloves? Did I give you those already? I think I did, right? The Shadow Knight thing? The bracer? I gave that to whoever won, didn't I?
I did. I didn't. I do have it. Yes.
Those are lore.
I thought they were lore. No, they're magic.
Oh, nice. You can have 2 of those.
And that helmet is magic lore. It is lore.
JBB is not lore, but it never drops. Yeah, you're right on that. Those are the rare ones. Those are the ones that everybody's after. Just never see it. But 2 of them dropped earlier today, so, you know, it might be the day of first, although it's a brand new day now, depending on where you live. Not really sure why you'd want 2 of those bracers, though.
To sell one for 12K?
I don't think it's 12K. What did I say it was earlier? We looked it up.
The JBB?
Oh, JBB, yeah. No, I was talking about your bracers, the Shadow Knight one.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think it's like 400 or 500 plat, maybe.
I would sit here and farm JBBs.
Dragoon, who asked for a pickup there, that would have been Rapting. He is stuck in Crystal Caverns. Came back to the game after being gone for a little while and does not remember how to get out of there. He is down by the spiders, which is actually pretty close to the entrance, or at the exit. But I know how he feels. I came back to live after being gone for like 8 years, and I couldn't remember, believe it or not, could not remember how to use a gate. Didn't know where any of my spells were.
A staff of some sort.
All the buttons had changed. It was crazy. I was on a mount, and I couldn't figure out how to get off of the mount. I forgot you had to click off of the buff to do it. You go to so many other MMOs where things work completely and totally different. You just get befuddled. It could be the Journeyman's Walking Stick, or it could be the Lumi Staff, which has not dropped all night. The staff has dropped like 5 times tonight. Via the G Indians that hole your ass. Yeah, Journeyman Walking Stick again.
I'll roll on it.
Yeah, I could probably use that on my monk.
I got 14.
Got 26. Beat that sucker. Ah, 42. He beat it. I did challenge him.
86 Rombe.
Teleport. I haven't seen teleport on all day. Think they have some kind of weird plan going on where they make people miss them enough that they start getting higher tips on their ports. It's like log off for a week, nobody be on. Yeah, we had our monk using that earlier because Cypher was trying to get his slow to land and wasn't able to, being 45. 46. 46. You didn't make it down here 45.
It's called So Harbinger.
.46 in CE, and you were able to do disco at 40, not disco, ABC at 41. If we can get you into King before you hit 50?
Me?
Yeah, we need to get you in King before you hit 50 and Jugs before you hit 55.
Jugs before I hit 51.
No, I'm not going down there with you before you hit 51. I'm nuts, but I'm not that nuts. Those corpse runs suck. $54? I'm willing to push it at 54. I don't know about 51. A little crazy, man. The next thing you're going to tell me is you want to go solo Plane of Fear.
That's not happening.
Western Waste? Kill some dragons. If you're not paying 1 plat per level, you're a cheapskate. I tend to pay about 60, 70 plat on average for my ports. Even on my low-level tunes. Because I have the money on those guys.
I don't understand what he's doing. Is he talking about the staff over here or something?
What? No, he was asking who won the stick. He said Rombie.
Okay, he got it. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, but then he got a 5-second charm on that pet. Immediately broke.
What do you mean?
Like he charmed the pet and it broke after 5 seconds. Yeah, it's not being cooperative with him tonight. Have some disagreements, some arguments. Some words have been said. The pets just want you to want to do the dishes, man. I don't know how. Bring those lemons home. I don't think 90% of the people know what movie I'm quoting. Alright, guys, we're hoping for big bucks on this one. We need to get another torpor.
Yep. If a torpor drops and I win it, I'm done. I'm done for the night. I won the Everquest.
You want EverQuest, like you're out. You're gonna be like, peace. Really? Oh, okay. I see how it is, man. You get the big loot of the game and you don't even stay to like celebrate with people. No dancing? No,
I'm
mean?
gonna dance. I'm going for dancing and mean.
Gotta get
maybe
butt
some
naked
milk and cookies.
Roll around in some jello or something. Now you're just taking it too far. I don't know what's going on. What did Jello ever do to you? Gonna waste it? What's P99 blue population? Yeah, about 1,200 at peak hours. It was actually 1,200 and something earlier today when I first logged back in after going link dead from a power outage I had. Low in maybe 600. You know, we're talking 600 at like the dead of night, like at 3 in the morning, Central Standard Time. But there are a couple of European guilds on. Omni, Europa, Clue. I think Omni's still European, aren't they?
Yeah.
How are druids? Druids are an amazing class. I wish there was more of them, especially in a guild called Dialaport, where people tend to go to pay for ports. Never enough. Never enough. So if you got a druid, or thinking about playing a druid, welcome to the server, man. As far as in groups, it could be kind of rough. I like them, and I would never turn one down, but I have seen plenty of druids get turned down for a cleric or a shaman. Yeah, and they may not do that much in raids, but that's alright, because POTG is all I need from a druid for a raid, and your loot is guaranteed, you know, like you can sit in the back and do absolutely nothing for the rest of the raid, as long as I get my POTG along with all the other casters. Cypher, are you getting hit by something?
Oh yeah, I should probably step out by that.
I wasn't sure if you were canning or what was going on there, so you're fine. You can get back in.
No, I'm gonna rest here for a second. I'm gonna heal people up.
What are the rules in raids? POTG is one. Harmony. Harmony outside of TOV, so everybody can get past that dragon. Exciting, right? I'm sure they got a few other things too. They have the best strength in the game, right, Cyphers? Their strength overrides yours, or is it that leaps and bounds thing, right? Like you guys are trying to override each other.
Druids?
Druids and shamans, right? They have the best. Well, druids, I think, have the best strength.
Shamans have the best.
Really?
Yep.
Somebody locked his group in this room while the guildies took crypt. Got 6 people in 2 positions that say otherwise. Ouch. That sucks. Word gets around. It's not good. Let's see. That's good because POTG takes the whole mana pool. It probably does. I know that's kind of the same way with my cleric buffs. Don't druids charm animal and plane of fear to help out a tiny bit more? That would be good. I know in Kale raids, we will have a druid if they fill up to it, if they're comfortable with it, charm one of the dogs, and that is just crazy DPS that they bring to the table. So yeah, it's definitely something they can do. Me and my bro duo and Necromancer and Druid to 60 together. Druids are amazing. As grouping goes, especially as soloing goes, absolutely. But soloing and grouping are completely different. Night and day difference from raiding. It's kind of like bards. Bards and groups. Great utility class. Can do so many things. In a raid, you're just a mana song. You get put into the cleric's group or possibly into the tanks group to play, you know, your resist songs a little bit, but you're not really gonna have a big role. Mages, same thing. Mages, you're just summoning people, call it the hero and mod rods.
Sorry?
No, I was talking about mages. The rolling in raids with the mod rods and being called the hero. So you can get harmony from a ranger, and rangers are used for tanking rampage. And anytime, absolutely anytime there's a harm touch to be taken, rangers are there for you guys. They are the bread and butter of death. Warrior, Enchanter, Shaman, Rogue, Monk, Cleric are the min-max classes. Makes no mistake if you are into that. Well, I mean, I guess you're right. A lot of raids would be very difficult without Call of the Hero. Getting people to and from an area efficiently and quickly is vital. You're going to need those wizards you have to have if you want to go to Plane of Sky or Plane of Hate. Can't get up there any other way, so they are vital. Though I will say a lot of the time in Plane of Sky, once they get up there, they camp out their wizard and switch to another tune. So
That's not completely true. It really depends.
It is
There are a lot
though.
of there are a lot of wizard mains that's their only character.
But the other classes are amazing and definitely shine in their own light. Absolutely. I think every class in this game was very well done. A lot of differences between the two. Some overlap, but never really quite line up completely. You know, enchanters get mezzing, necros get mezzing, bards get mezzing, but each and every single one of those class do it in a different way, and they do it to a different extent. Let's see, they can do trains out of TOV, charm wolves, and kill. Yeah, absolutely, Octo. Having never played a druid in a raid, I'd probably be the last person you should ask what their main jobs are. Bards make the raids happen. I wouldn't want to go on a raid without a bard. That mana song makes it where I don't even have to sit down. So if the fight is bad and I'm in a big sea heal chain and I got to keep moving or keep standing because I can't get aggro, I like having the bard there. It just may not be exciting for you. Like if you're playing a bard, you're pretty skilled. You know what you can do. You know you can do a lot of things. And if you kind of resort it to just doing one or maybe just two, you know, some people don't like it. Some people don't like raiding. Let's see. Bards can be poolers in some raids. Also resist are heavily sought out in addition to double stacking mana song. Yeah. Like I said, there's a few things they can do, but some classes do get resorted down to just doing those two things and not really excelling at all the things they have capable.
You know, all the bad things you say about what they are needed for the fire and ice giant, fire and ice dragons. They can burn. If you have enough wizards, you can burn down Sevelis really quick. The dragon, or I'm sorry, Gornir.
Next is, look at the little ogre. He is kind of cute. You just kind of want to pick him up, put him on your shoulder, throw him up on the shelf like a little doll. But no, I do pick on wizards. It's one of my quirks. You know, I like my wizard, and then I got like copper, and I got insulted with my very first teleport. The dude literally gave me copper and gold. Like I was a pauper in the street. He's like, hey, here's some change. Like, I think there was some lint in his donation, his tip, as well. And ever since then, I've had like a little bad taste in my mouth for wizards. It's kind of uber, though, to be able to like one-shot a creature, though. I like it. Necromancer's Rule. I saved a wipe or two in Plane of Hate, mezzing ads during nasty pools while the Chanter caught up. And that's another thing is I hear on Aftermath, they don't like micromanage a lot of the time. They basically just tell you if you know what you're doing, don't wait for us to tell you to do it. Just don't do anything stupid. So if you show up to a raid and you know as the bard you're going to be pulling in all the clerics, then just do it. Don't wait for us to tell you to invite the clerics. The same thing with what you were saying there is you're able to help the enchanter. You see somebody doing something and they need a hand, you jump in there, and the other classes definitely, have a lot of capability to do a lot of that stuff if they're just allowed to do it. Some guilds micromanage and, they don't want you doing it though.
Alright, I'm gonna rebuff this weir because he hasn't said anything in a while.
Alright, Juice, take it easy, man. Sorry about that.
Night Juice.
What are you gonna put on the warrior?
I'm gonna just rebuff him because he hasn't said he needs buffs in a while, and I know my buffs only last so long.
Wizard had those nasty dragon slaying spells. Absolutely, that's what Cypher was just talking about. Giants and dragons, I believe.
Yeah, you get that 2,000 damage dragon spell, and you get that 2,000 damage giant spell.
Ice Common ain't too shabby either.
No, but there's actually much better. You also get Sunfire at level 60, which is 1,650 damage, and it's a fire damage spell.
See, I want to make a shaman next, but I don't know whether to pick that FSI or regen racial.
Well, what do you want to do with your shaman? Do you want to be a raider, or do you want to be solo, or do you want to be a combo? What's the plan? Because ogre is best for solo. Troll is best for rating because of the fact that they have the innate regen, plus you can put a fungi on them, that's another 15, so that's 30. If you get a fungi staff, that's 60. Oh, I'm sorry. Math. 30, 45% regen just with worn items. So that means that you can candy more, buff more. That's why they're best. I mean, Ixar is the same. The only difference between an Ixar and a troll is that you don't get to wear a JBB as an Ixar.
Which is not that big of a deal. Definitely is nice. I wouldn't pass it up.
It was it was a life changer for me whenever I got the ability to use that.
You probably
I was killing much faster. Oh no, when I get to probably around 55, I'll be selling mine.
FSI stands for what?
I'm sorry?
FSI stands for what?
You mean GBB or?
No, he says SF. FSI, yeah. Or L maybe.
Is he? Did he say that I said that, or
no? It's what he was saying. Frontal stun immunity. Oh, okay. As an ogre.
Oh yeah, frontal stun immunity. That is why you are better soloers, because you can't stun while slowing, or whatever you use in the JBB or anything like that.
That's not.
Once you got your slow on.
Not 100% guaranteed either. There's different spell, or there's stuff that can stun you as a ogre. I'd get stunned all the time.
Not that you would solo.
Well, you always get to pick what you're gonna solo, but as an ogre in Soul B pulling bats, you're gonna get stunned from the front. There's other tunes or other mobs out there I've been stunned by many times, so it's not a 100% thing. Obviously, I think it's like different from effect versus spells or something along those lines. I'm not 100% sure on the difference between it, but it happens a lot. And as far as shamans needing 500k for spells, if you're going to buy Torpor, that is going to be close to 100k. I think it's selling for about 90 right now if you're on the low end of it.
80, 90, yeah.
So I wouldn't say 500, but man, the more you can spend on your shaman, the better they get. The fungi's going to cost you a little bit of money. The staff's going to cost you a little bit of money. Those JBPs are going to cost you a little bit of money. Like, everything about your tune is going to cost you money.
12k.
But with that said, you can get by without them. And you
True.
can make a lot of money with your shaman if you go to the right places to solo. So
I mean,
those are two you can
whenever I
use.
was doing blood gills, his pet's off. When I was doing blood gills, I didn't have yet, and I was still able to solo fine. It just took me a little bit longer. I killed less mobs, but your pet, while it's very underrated by people, your pet can definitely take a beating while you try to get a slow on a mob.
Hey, if you got the right gear on, you can take a beating while you try to get the slow on.
Not underwater. Underwater, they push you backwards. So even if you're about to cast, if they hit you and it pushes you backwards and you're being hit at their full speed, it is like being stunned nonstop. You can't cast any spells, and if you can, you're very very lucky. And I just hope you don't get resisted. Because I died about 4 times learning that. Learning to pull with slow or pull with root, make sure my pet goes to it right as root's about to hit. That gives me enough time to try to slow it. Hopefully the root didn't fail. But underwater it is very, very hard.
Jason from Earth says, Irvin, I legitimately fell asleep in CE. I am not Loreman. Apologize to Gashwad and everyone else in that group. I just finished a 10-hour shift. I will pass along what you say, man. I've done it before. I've gotten my entire group killed because I face planted on my keyboard and was the cleric. Woke up and, like, what are you going to do? It happens, but...
Yeah. I'm already 20% into level. I was kind of kidding about the 48 tonight. There's so many corpses. Just with the chance that one can drop our Roombrand girdle is just... There's no reason corpses should go unchecked.
Alright, there you go. The message passed along. I did paraphrase for you a little bit, so hope you're okay with that. Ajo when mana permits. Let's see. Funny story. We were in Lower Guck one day, and there was a high-level enchanter at zone lines. Someone trained the zone line several times without warning, and he got pissed. So he waited, then walked down to the lowest part of the Lower Guck, met several monsters, then walked back up. He broke the mez and zoned out. You should have heard the screaming. Moral of the story, do not piss enchanters off. Oh my god, you are 100% right on that one. Me and Cypher, we didn't piss anybody off. In fact, I don't know why the enchanter did it this way, but me, Cypher, and a good group of our friends were going up to the Tower of Frozen Shadows, and we got the idea that, hey, today would be a good day to go to the top floor, just kind of see what's going on, just randomly. We didn't plan it out or anything, it's just straight up random. And we got up there to, what was it, the floor 6, right?
6B.
6B, and I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with Tower of Frozen Shadows, but they're separate floors, and each floor you need a key. So you do got to spend a little bit of time on that floor to kill the mob that drops it. But we already had them all. So we get up to floor 6, and you got to go through a little bit. You go to a mirror, you click on it, it goes to another section, which is why we call it floor 6B. And when you zone in right smack dab next to the mirror on the other side of that. Well, the enchanter had placed certain mobs there, like the hardest mobs that he could possibly have.
7 or 8 mobs.
Now, how did this work? Do you remember, Cypher? It was you had to kill
I went
the bats.
in first.
Well, no, I mean the mobs themselves. You had to kill the bats and then, like, vampires spawn in their place.
That is correct.
So what he did as an enchanter is he moved the bats from their spawn location, killed them right next to the zone in the spot, which would allow them to stay where they spawned, and then mezzed them and memblered them all. And he did that maybe for a couple hours. Probably because there's only like 3 bats that spawn up there, and once you kill the bat can spawn again, even though the vampire isn't dead. So he just did that again and again and again and again. And when we zoned in, do you remember the exact number? We have it on video, but it was a lot.
I zoned in first because I was a rogue and I was being impatient. Luckily, I zoned in first. There had to have been 9 mobs there. We had a 3rd mob that was over by the window. We had the name that was up for the key. We had 4 mobs over by him. Once we finally got all that cleared, we're going to the zone out, and there's another 5 mobs there.
You bypassed like so much of that. You said once we finally got that cleared, we wiped to that like 7 times.
Oh,
that was a nightmare. I mean, we brought in our high levels.
We even had a level 60 paladin come in, or with level 60 paladin or Shadow Knight come in and died. Yeah.
We didn't have an enchanter. That's the one tune that would have made the difference there. But oh my god, what a nightmare scenario! As just, I guess, because he didn't want anybody disturbing him on the top floor. If you couldn't get past that mess, you couldn't get any further. We cleared it.
Yeah.
But oh man, it was horrible. So yeah,
I'm pretty sure that somebody who that one probably did it again. I mean, that just.
I bet they probably did. God, though, that was horrible. If we didn't have a cleric there rezzing us, I think a lot of people would have just, I'm out. I'm not going in there. Thinking back on it, though, kind of fun. Challenging. Makes a good memory, a good story for sure. And I guess you couldn't quite get in trouble as much as you could have with the enchanter who trained Lower Guk. Because that one was purposeful. It was easy to prove, I guess, by the logs. If a GM kind of showed up and looked to see what was going on and what actually happened, that's something they could prove. The other one, he just happened to do things and then leave it. No idea in his mind who would actually show up and take that crap.
And by the time we had got there, I mean, he might have done it 2 or 3 days ago and nobody else come up there.
That's true. Or he did it 2 or 3 days ago and nobody else has been able to get past that roadblock. Nightmare.
I would think that if people had, I mean, well, I guess you could have somebody, wow, oh, there he goes. I guess you could have had people die and then then have their corpses summoned by a necromancer. But I would have thought that there would be remnants of corpses. I mean, it would have been 90% not funnier, because that's not funny.
Right.
But it would have been 90% better if there were like 80 corpses just sitting there, or corpses of the same people over corpses of the same people.
You know how that zone is. Like, you gotta have a key to get up there. So if you went up there and your group wiped, a lot of the time only like 1 person has the key. Sometimes 2 if you're really lucky. We're very lucky that we have a lot of tunes with the keys, but
yeah, that's one of those things that if you have enough people with the keys, it is best for somebody to keep their keys in the bank for that kind of situation.
Well,
like with me and Nonal, it's good that we both have sets of keys. But it's also good I'm a rogue.
And we usually have them on different level tunes too. So like Nonal's Necromancer has them; he's a lower level versus some of the high level guys we have it on. So it works out for that situation when we got to go back in there and res everybody. But a lot of people don't have access to that. So I think if people had gone in there and wiped, they probably would have just gotten a Necromancer, because that's the only way for them to get their bodies back. It was just stupid difficult.
Yeah.
Enchanters. Which, speaking of
still
enchanters,
a good night, though.
We have not been able to find an enchanter replacement for the one we have, who's going to be heading out here pretty soon.
Well, we had a rogue replacement, or we had a rogue. We had two rogues.
We did, yeah. So if we can get another rogue, that would work. Oh wow, you're gonna do double rogues? Sounds painful, man. I hope they're paying you extra money for it. But I would love to hear y'all's story. I like that one, Necro. Thank you for sharing it, by the way. That's actually pretty cool. Horrible that it happened to you guys, but still at the same time, it takes me back to the old days.
So it looks like the rogue is also going to be leaving.
There's a 61 right there. Ervin. Oh, is that why he brought it up? Because he doesn't want to group with that guy? That sucks.
What? Do what?
The shaman, he started talking about this whole stuff that happened to him earlier. I wasn't really paying attention to a lot of it.
The necromancer.
Was it the necromancer?
Yeah, because I'm the shaman.
That's right. It's late. I can make the little, as long as I'm healing the right guy and I'm not, smiting my warrior and healing the NPC, I think I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Old days of corpse runs. What was your worst corpse run? And I'm talking to everybody out there watching. What was your nightmarish corpse run that you ever had back in the day? And I'm going to ask Cypher the same question. Like, what was the just... You don't even like it now to this day. It still makes your teeth grind.
You mean... I have one for here. And nobody knows it because of the fact that even the video of my character, I didn't show every corpse run I did for him. But on live, I was a wizard, and I was told that the promised land was in East Common Lands. So I didn't have ports. I didn't know that ports were even a thing. I didn't know that there was two directions that I could go. I pretty much just had directions that I need to go through High Hold Keep, and then on the other side, it would be home free all the way to Freeport. Well, I get to East West, everything is fine, or East Corona, I mean, everything's fine. I got into and like all the way up to the top of East Corona, and I fall right off of the top of that walkway. No clue where my corpse is. It takes me like 5 hours to get back to the corpse. I get my corpse. I'm like, okay, I need to pay attention this time. So I start walking back up the ramp. I get all the way to the top. I zone into High Hold Keep, and I get killed by a null. And I quit that character. I delete him right then and there. Made a bard, and that was my character from then on out.
Oh my god, dude, that mountain, that run has killed so many people on autofollow. That is just horrible. I've killed myself on that thing. I think you're right, man. The corpse run to go back there is made worse because now you got to go through that little ravine. You have to run down or up, whichever way you're going, and then go get your body back. It's dreadful.
But I think because of the fact that was whenever the game first came out, that was devastating to me. But to be honest, my Hans corpse runs have been far, far worse. Because if I die anywhere along, I have to run all the way back from Kinos. Even if I am almost to Freeport and die in Oasis like I did, run all the way back. But Hans has died 13 times on journeys on the way to Fadar. In Fadar, I did the Knolls in Steamfont. Died on those, ran all the way back from Kinos. No ports, nothing. And then now I'm on my way back to Kinos from Fadar. So his corpse runs have been by far the worst I've ever had in this game. But I'm just keeping up with his thing. I want to make sure he doesn't port. want him to adventure the world and have fun. But man, it sucks so much.
We might actually have somebody that tops you on that one. He says, "Here's my story. I died in the swamp while watching your stream, and I can't find my corpse." So he's having a pretty bad day there. Yeah, a bard, a shadow knight, necromancer all have a locate corpse spell.
And it's a low level spell too.
I think
so
my shadow knight might be over there. No, I've read my shadow knight to Kale, not to Kale, to Thurg.
My bard is right there. He's in Fearot.
So we might be wrapping things up here shortly. It looks like the enchanter is going to be heading out. It looks like the rogue is going to be heading out, and our tank, I think, said he's going to be heading out too, isn't it? Or was it just the two of them?
You want me to? I can go ahead and say I'm about to head out because I'm in one of those tired states where I can feel my body. You know, have you ever had that where you're so tired that it feels like you're outside of your mind?
You're talking to somebody who is lucky if they get like 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Even though I still want to stay up and get level 4, I can do that by myself later, but I'd rather go help him get his corpse.
There's a chanter rep right there. Okay, so they did get a chanter rep.
Okay.
Right, so yeah, I don't want to lead the group in a lurch. Let's see if we can find you a replacement. If you're that tired, we'll get you a replacement. Get me a replacement. We'll go help these guys out in a little bit. Because I still got to port that other guy out too. Unless you want to port him out when you leave.
Huh? Who?
We had the guy down in Crystal Caverns that needed to port out.
Oh, yeah. I can do that as well.
So, there's a chanter replacement and a rogue. Okay, so they're going to get both of those. Last round for the shaman. Yeah, CRs in this game can be pretty vicious. The best thing about this game, I think, though, is the corpse run. So many of the other MMOs out there went down a different route. World of Warcraft kind of started out with corpse runs, eventually got rid of them altogether. Now, I think when you die, you spawn as a ghost, which you can just take a little bit of loss on your durability of your equipment. Basically, is just money. And get your corpse back immediately, or you can run back there and save yourself a little bit of cost by finding your body. But either way, you can't be attacked on the way back. And I think once you actually claim your corpse, you're still invulnerable for 30 seconds. Everquest 2 actually rewarded you an experience for exploring the zone. You got to POIs, points of interest, and got a pretty big boost in experience for the level of the zone. So what I ended up doing a lot of the time in that one is I'd go to zones that were a lot higher level than I would, and I would just run through them, get the POI before I died. Once I died, you get that experience debt, so you could do that possibly if you're playing the right class. You could run and snag every POI before you eventually died, and you'd only lose like 3% experience debt. Log out for the night. When you log back in the morning, that experience debt was gone. For every hour that you were off, you lost 1%. So it's super easy to level. Didn't really get to explore the zone because you're just kind of running through it and collecting the experience. I liked the danger of losing your corpse, not pushing yourself farther than you know what your limits are, and when you do, you pay for it. And you gotta go get some friends. You gotta talk to other players. You gotta be part of the community. Sitting in the wrong area. No Emperor, huh?
Hasn't spawned yet, or unless Harbinger. No, it's a Harbinger.
Playing a P99 and surviving it makes you a better player overall. It's like being tempered. Yeah, I would go with that. I think it does kind of give you, a stronger grip on the game itself. Alright, there's the enchanter.
There's a rogue. Didn't we have a warrior that was leaving?
I don't know if the warrior was actually leaving. That might have been the other warrior I was thinking about, so I think we're safe on that
The
one.
rogue. The rogue is leaving?
The rogue is leaving, yeah. But they want to kill the pet so he can get his weapons back. What's hitting me?
I don't know, but I'm healing you. It's a pop. You're low. Heal yourself.
Games should never get easier. They should only get harder. See, that's a hard combination because I completely and totally understand the need and the desire for something easy. There are days, especially with Everquest 2. I played Everquest 2 for like 10 years. And there was a real big amount of enjoyment I got from that one. Being able to come home, kick my feet up, get into something immediately. Like, I didn't need to worry about putting something together like you do in EverQuest, especially like P99. You could feel a sensation of accomplishment fairly quickly. You could get into, if you only had 20 minutes, you could do 2 or 3 quests. You could get half a level. You could get a brand new item out of that. And there's a lot of enjoyment from that. So I wouldn't want to steal that away from anybody out there who likes that. I wouldn't be like, oh, you got to make the games only one way. I think there's enough room for all of them to be made that way. I just wish that there would be at least a few more games that would make it a little bit harder. I'm not asking for every one of them. Just a couple more. Pantheon, I think we're all super excited about because it's the first time that we're actually getting one in how long? Now, we're not even sure if it will actually live up to his expectations, but we hope it will. Q was off in the right direction once upon a time, and then it took a turn to the worst. It saw where the money was at, I think is what it was. It looked around, saw WoW doing its thing, making all that cash, and they're like, what could we do to make our game more like that? Make it more successful, because clearly there are a lot of people who want that. And I think what they did is they forgot who their player base is. At least who their player base was at that time. I think they have a completely different set of player base now.
Alright. I am out. I need
a hammer?
I need messages. Names.
Alright, guys. If you are the 2 guys we were talking about earlier, the one that needs a port out from Crystal Caverns, let me know what the name of your tune is, or hit where Orden up in game. No. That's W-E. No, that's not you. You're going to go on Fever?
Hit you. Hit you up.
All right. Hit me up in game, guys. D-E-M-I-R-O-O. And I will pass it along to Fever.
Because as soon as I gate, I'm going to...
Okay. And Necro?
Locate.
Necro, let me know what the name of your tune is that he's going to be doing a run for to find out where you died. Rapting, and he'll be on in a second. That's R-A-P-T-I-N-G, and he's the one over in Crystal Caverns that needs an escort out.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna come over there and help you out, man. He's on his warrior.
Okay, I'll get on. Who is the other guy?
He's not said anything just yet, so I would get Rapting first.
Yeah. He's been waiting longer.
Yeah. There is like Final Fantasy P99 server thing. Don't know how compare to P99 though. Never played that game, but heard it was equal or EQ style difficulty. I always wanted to play that one. I loved Final Fantasy series. Lately though, their Final Fantasy series has been a little weird. They've added some kind of strange characters in it. The one with the bird that lived in his afro. That version of the game was not quite the Final Fantasy 7 and 8 that I played a lot of as a kid. But yeah, I wanted to try the MMO because it's a great universe to be running around in.
Can you send me a tell with the character's name?
Yep.
Okay.
I appreciate that, by the way, Cypher.
No problem.
Let's see.
I was getting burnt out.
Yeah.
I'm getting so much experience. No, I actually had a lot of fun tonight, and but I you can only do CE for so long, I feel.
Oh yeah.
When my torpor.
Oh, dude, that would be amazing if I can give it to you tomorrow and just be like, look what I got.
Oh, that would be so amazing. Yeah.
Night guys, catch your stream next time. I'm not going to be ending the stream just yet. We'll probably be going on for maybe another 40, 50 minutes until we can find a replacement. I don't want to leave these guys in the lurch, so we'll go as long as we need to before we find a replacement. Let's see. You can get easy once you conquer, master, progress, solve, achieve, beat the objective or goal or mob or mechanics or quest or task or missions. That's the thing about Everquest, man. It just keeps going. Yeah, you never conquer the game. There's always something more. Even when you feel like you know everything in this game, you don't. You can play this game for 20 years and you'll still be learning new mechanics. You'll still be learning new quests that you didn't even really know the extent of. And when you feel like you need more of a challenge, all you gotta do is try doing a raid differently. You know, I think it was Aftermath just now got their very first Avatar War raid with a single tank. They didn't have to keep switching them out. So whether that was tactics, gear, a little bit of both, or a lot of both, they got it to happen.
Yep.
Let's see. Was pure luck? It could have been pure luck. I mean, I don't want to say for sure. Either way, they did it, and that's pretty impressive. Now let's see if they can do it again. But nowadays, you said it, it's about the money, pleasing the masses. I understand it from a money-making standpoint. AM also single tank to Nar for the first time a few weeks ago, too. See, they must be doing something. Yeah, to be able to get to that point. New tank in there, just beastly geared out, gotten the best of everything.
Well, they said, I think, that their main tank or their guild leader has a single drop off of Volithak. And that's the best, that drops the best equipment in the game. So, and their guild leader is the one who solo tanked it.
Oh.
So he must have just, I mean, he has really good gear.
So he has the best gear.
Breastplate of eradication, and I think has some of the best weapons. But yeah, they're pretty well buffed up to as far as you can go without getting loots off of that mob.
How much experience have I gotten tonight? I was about a little bit under 2 bubbles, just slightly. So I've gotten a bubble and a quarter maybe of experience at level 60, which is not bad.
Not bad compared to level 59.
Yeah, this is not a, a experience camp. This is a cash camp, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
But Cypher, on the other hand, almost got an entire level down here.
Since last night, I've gone from 44 to 47 and almost 30% into 47. It's just ridiculous.
You're flying along, man. You're going to be 60 before you know it.
Once I get 49, it's my next spell level. I'll be happy. I get my new Mallow, which I think will help a lot with slows.
This zone is still pretty much camped. And the thing is, our tanks still want a Spirit Racked Cord and Chardic 2.0, so still more. Yeah, coming out. Definitely Chardic 2.0 is going to be fun for a lot of people. It's going to be poop sock for a long time. Make no ifs, ands, or buts about that, but it should be good either way.
Yep.
Adamanti bow stick.
That's what just dropped?
Mm-hmm.
What's it have on it?
19 damage, 30 delay, lightning storm. It is a two-handed weapon, so not horrible. Because two-handed weapons are going to get a boost with Chardic 2.0. Yeah, 25% is a lot for CE because CE is not really that great of an experience camp. Now, if you were down in Disco, Cypher probably would have got 4 levels down now. Maybe 2. And Disco's not shabby on the money either. Now, you're not going to find any big ticket items. You're not getting Torpor down there. And you're not getting a Hierophant Cloak. But you will get that robe that drops down there. I can't think of the name of it at the moment. It used to sell for about $1,000. I think it's more about 800 plat now. A few other pieces. There is the Warrior Hammer that drops down there. The Sinark Battle Hammer, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I have this
And
one.
I think in ABC is where you get Truncheon of Doom, which is the two-hander that slows for warriors.
Yeah, I want that one, dude. So does Noddle. Noddle was talking about that one for a long time. We have yet to see it drop while we're down there. Noddle said he's seen it, but it's lost on the random. That'd be a nice one to get. But that's ABC. Experience down there sucks.
Oh, I need to...
Really, there's only one spot in this zone that I would say if you're looking for experience is your #1 priority. It's Disco.
Disco. It's top experience.
If you're looking for loot,
hey, I'm down. I'm down if we want to do another subgroup. I'm down.
Like, yeah, I think we probably will do another subgroup. We need to make some money, man. I need 15K to afford my heart.
I might be able to help you with that.
Oh, no, I'll raise it up. Jugs are good experience, too. They are... The problem with Jugs is you got to be kind of high level by the time you get down there. So while you'll make a lot of experience in 60, you're already 60.
Yeah, well, that's not true. I could be coughed down there and just sit back and be safe about it.
You could, but you would still need, like, a high-level tank. Like, you ain't tanking that.
Oh,
if you're
yeah.
not, like, 60.
No, you have to have good peoples.
I've seen a 60 monk tank it, I've seen a 60 paladin tank it, and I've seen a 52 warrior die instantly trying to tank it. So, thinking you got the 60.
The hard pull is Toldra, I think, because Toldra is surrounded by 4 jugs.
I guess I should rephrase that. ABC isn't bad experience. Compared to Disco, it sucks.
It is the worst experience in sub.
It is. But Seb is still a great experience. So if you're comparing it to other places, yeah, ABC is probably going to be better than anywhere else.
Yeah.
It's just not good.
Good. Yeah.
Go to Disco, man. Go to Disco. Have some fun down there. Get some loot. And you will see the amazing experience you're going to get.
Yeah, and you got loots. You can get the Froglock Bonecaster robe.
That's the robe I was thinking of, yeah.
Um,
It's a really, really good caster item. Maybe not so great by the time you get to Disco, but if you're going to give it to an alt, all my alts are wearing that. Every single one of my casters is wearing that robe right now.
And it has mana on it, which makes it...
Now, don't get me wrong, ABC is not a horrible camp. There are going to be some really good items that drop down there. Sebelite Scale Cap, the Sebelite Scale Greaves, which are fantastic items to have. In fact, I was wearing that cap all the way until I got the one from the Plane of Hate, and then I recently replaced that one with this circlet of the Vulcan, which is nice.
Oh, you don't want to play with me, sir. I will hurt you. I will hurt you in your face.
CE and King is so much worse. It is, yeah. I wasn't trying to create like a list of the bad rooms for experience and sound. I think King would probably be the top of the list if I had to pick the least amount of experience you're going to get.
Yeah.
King, CE,
King
or
isn't
MG.
about pulling numbers, though. It's
No.
not about pulling a lot. It's about pulling one mob.
And getting that fat loot.
And clearing all the other mobs to get to that one mob.
CE and NG. NG's kind of bad experience in just the fact that you don't have a lot of mobs to pull, but you're not there for the mobs, you're there for the cash. If you're soloing it, on the other hand, it's supposed to be pretty good experience. If you're one of those enchanters that are hogging it up and taking all the plats for themselves, I can't blame you. It's freaking amazing.
For which camp?
NG,
Oh, yeah.
they're doing the bugs. And then I would go with ABC being the next on the totem pole, followed by Disco being number 1. Jugs, I guess a little higher than Disco if you really want to go with high 60s, but again, I've never seen a group go down to Jugs that isn't close to 60, so it's gonna be hard to get that experience. Doing the bugs. There's a lot of zones where you can do some bugs. Sturdy though, man. Gotta wash up afterwards.
I think I'm gonna try to, whenever I get to have and all my spells and stuff, I'm gonna give it one go, one college try to see if I can't get solo the not the Emperor, but the 4, and maybe Emperor once.
Ooh.
Because I will hopefully have my Fade Death Ring.
Box of Nil Void Space, dude. You left too soon.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Congrats
Oh, I don't have
to
any space
whoever
for it.
wins.
My bags are filled yet again. Why am I such a hoarder now? See, dude.
You actually did really well. Really well getting your bags cleared up and
I got them
and
filled
all
up
that.
again. Within one group, I got them filled up again.
Yeah. But a lot of it is gems too that you can sell.
And equipment that I can pass on to my other olds.
Yep.
I'll just put it in the bank now. Everything gets put in the bank until later. 6 months down the road, I can't even walk anymore.
Yeah. I mean, it literally was you clearing out your bank was literally clearing out a hoarder's house. Is how it looked.
I
With all the stuff that you traded me to put onto your character, that is literally what it was.
No,
Okay.
I mean there wasn't like napkins and stuff in there. I mean we're not going that far. I didn't have like used trash bags. This is stuff that newbies, which we have given it away to, will get very excited for.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for a level 60, yeah, it was getting worse. It was getting pretty bad. Had a whole bunch of quest items in there that I'm never gonna do. Went ahead and deleted all those. I think I had a full set of Lambent gear that I could have turned in if I had just gotten the missing pieces. But to get those missing pieces, it's like hours of work where I could just buy the Lamentation gear faster and easier.
For 500 flat.
Yeah, which, you know, spend a couple afternoons here in Sev and you're gonna have it.
See where this dwarf is. Hey, dwarf.
That's how my bank was, and he's getting back there. So easy, dude. So easy to let it happen, too. I feel like I'm busy right now. Just throw it all in the bank, and then later on you do it again. Next thing you know, you go into your bank, and you're just like, I have no space in here. And I was trying to clean my bank out. Literally, trying to clean my bank out was my entire inventory on my character was completely filled. I had no space left. So I had to be, am I going to sell this one item? Okay, take it out, put it in there, exchange it for an item, go sell it. Am I going to destroy this item? Just destroy it already. It's hard. It's hard choices. And I really love that napkin I got rid of, too. We had made friends, given him a name, Wilson. Oh, no, that was the volleyball, wasn't it? Wilson?
Volleyball? Yeah, it was. So, Wilson Volleyball.
Wilson! Dude was lonely. He wanted somebody to talk to. Just don't ask what happened when those cameras turned off for the night. What happens on the island stays on the island.
He just hailed this terror, and I killed it in one shot, pretty much. 2 shots. It's 2 shots. I got him down to 8% with the one ice comment.
Something actually attacked him?
And I just killed it because he looked at it and hailed it.
Wow, overprotective much, I think, on that one. Who you looking at?
He was looking at him.
Hold my pocket.
Looking at him strange.
Hold my pocket. You ain't going nowhere. Get to Iceclad for more 10 slot deluxe toolboxes again. Yeah, I was going to do that on my warrior. And then I remembered I'm an ogre. And while ogres can squeeze their enormously large buttocks through that small igloo door, they cannot get back out once they do. So hopefully you have a hammer or a West Commons cap, or you can be sitting in there for quite some time. Or you're going to die, because the mobs have no problem whatsoever phasing through the wall. And I know from experience, because I did get my butt stuck in there once, and had to get a friend to come over there and teleport me out. You can get in, but you can't get out. We also had Thum get stuck in the Gnome City house, the one right outside the Gnome City's entrance. He went in there to kind of take a look around as a barbarian. Was able to get about half of his body in through the door while literally his butt was sticking out. It's the worst position you ever want to find yourself into. And could not move. Couldn't turn. He couldn't crouch. A little bit of claustrophobic overtook him, and he started to freak out.
Any information on who needs the corpse fund?
Not yet. So if you're still out there, you're still watching, and you need that corpse found over inside, I think it was the swamp, right?
Yeah.
A raccoon stuck in a jar. A little bit. Giant butt sticking out. Rafting says thank you for the port, man.
Yeah. It's no problem.
Just Ranger Gate. I'm dead and asleep. Sleep well. Only 495 logged into P99 right now. Yeah, it's kind of late. I'm going to be heading out here soon myself if we can find a replacement.
Yeah, I'm going to be taking a nap myself and then get on and get Mr. Weroden 49 today, I think. It's my plan. And it's not impossible either.
I just had my 3-hour nap. Took a little siesta, huh? Any fat loots? We did. We did have some fat loots. Cypher won. I'm going to keep telling that story too, Cypher. You won that tour for all night long, dude. Nah, he was only 46 when we got down here, so I'm giving him a hard time. But yeah, he is a shaman, and he did lose a roll on Torpor, which was nice that we got it. It fell. Everybody was super excited about it. But Cypher didn't walk away empty-handed.
No.
He got an RGB, so...
30K in the pocket.
Or an amazing belt for a shaman, too, in the meantime. As he gets ready to sell it.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of smaller loots. No Lumi Staff, no Hierophant Cloak, and no JBBs. But, you know, come on. Torpor?
Yeah.
If we had one, Cypher would still be dancing in the street right now. I went all the way back here to where everybody was sitting, and I still get pushed in the face. I had 4 people sitting right next to me, and they hit me first.
Were they standing up or?
They were all sitting.
Huh. They're attracted to you. They know you can save people.
It's my high elf cologne. What can I say?
I found a corpse of a druid. Seeing if they need their
I think that was what he was playing as a druid.
Bonus prize.
That's his name?
The name. Well, is the name of this guy. I don't know about the person in your stream.
No clerics looking for group. Ugh, this could be a long night if we don't find somebody.
Hey, a long night means more chances.
Yeah, I don't know. Like one torpor is what I can think of. All that's gonna drop in like a 24-hour period.
I mean, it is possible. It's possible to get a torpor. I mean, in jugs and a really good group, you can have a chance of full torps. Torpos.
I thought for sure I was going LinkedIn. I had to gnome running into a wall constantly. Yeah, I mean, anything's possible. I mean, you can get 4 fungies in one night, like a certain shaman that I know got. ZK.
I don't know what you're talking about.
ZK.
Yep.
4 fungies in one night is what he walked away with as his loot.
Yeah.
Great friend. Amazing luck in game sometime, man. I mean, oh, dude. 4 fungies. Can you imagine how super psyched you'd be? That's just regular psych, but super psyched.
I mean, that's 100K there. That's it's 200K.
He got them when they were going for 65K a piece.
Yeah.
And he sold a couple of them, so he made money off of those.
Yep. If I got a fungi, 2 more fungis rather, I would put one back on, or put the one that I'm wearing on Pretzel's shaman, put the other one on my shaman, and then hold the other one,
Like,
just in case.
just as a pillow when you sleep. But like, hold
Hmm.
me.
Maybe put it on my monk or let another monk friend use it.
Just be like, you're sexy. You're sexy, Funky. Kiss the king, baby. What's that one catchphrase from Army of Darkness? Hail to the king.
I gotta be honest. Oh, why the heck am I going up into Oaktown?
Wait.
This is.
Were you about to say you've never seen Army of Darkness? Because I don't think that could be something that actually
I have
happened.
not seen Army of Darkness.
Oh my god, dude. Are you kidding me?
I have not.
I don't even know what to say in that. One of the all-time greatest comedy movies I think I've ever seen.
I mean, you gotta explain it to me. What kind of movie is it? Maybe I've watched it and I don't know. Didn't notice.
What's his name? Bruce Campbell, I think is his name, and it's a sequel to the first one. The first one was actually a horror movie in the 80s. Right? He goes to a cabin, which you probably it's going to be any horror movie in the 80s. Goes to a cabin, opens up a book of the Necronomicon, reads from
Mm-hmm.
it, and it summons, well, I guess he doesn't read from it, the tape does, but it summons a evil presence that takes his girlfriend, takes all his friends, eventually possesses his hand, and he has to chainsaw it off. Right? That sounds horrible, right? Like it's not very comedy essence in that one, and you're right, it's not. But the second one picks up kind of where that one left off, which it sucked him into a vortex and tossed him into the past, where it's medieval era times, and he has his chainsaw, he has his shotgun, he even has a car, and he just goes all out, dude. It is one of the funniest things ever. So you don't recognize that.
No.
Klaatu Verada, Necto, he coughs it up at the end.
No.
Shop smart, shop as smart.
Nope.
Oh, dude. Army of Darkness,
But
man. Army of Darkness.
it doesn't sound like a movie I would be in.
Watch the preview on IMDb.
IMDb. Army of Darkness. I'm lagging a little bit, it seems.
This is my boomstick, yeah. It may not be the right movie for you. I don't know how you wouldn't like it. You like Grandma's Boy, right?
I do like that, yes.
It's kind of right up the same kind of crazy humor. It's more 80s humor, because that's when it kind of came out. Super over the top.
Alright.
Be quiet, let me listen to that.
Okay, lagging a little bit while I watch it. Okay, that looks good.
What? You don't have to say it looks good if it's not the right movie for you. But yeah, I thought it
No,
was like just one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
I mean, I'd have to watch the whole thing, but by the trailer, it looks pretty good.
It's so stupid though. At the same time,
I'm not really one of those kind of people, though. I'm not one of those people. I'm not a Sharknado kind of people.
right? Anyways, I wouldn't say it goes that far as Sharknado, but definitely has cheese
Yeah.
dripping with it. Yeah, it started with the Adventures of Briscoe County Jr. I do remember that. And if you do like that one, they did a TV show with Xena, the warrior princess.
I mean,
The actress who did Xena, warrior princess.
oh,
I think it's Lucy Lawless, maybe was her name. But yeah, she did a Ash versus the Evil Dead TV show with Ash, which is the name of the guy who's carrying the chainsaw on the boomstick.
yeah.
Which is kind of funny because they actually had scenes together in, I think it was Hercules. Ash is the same guy who did the thief role in Hercules and Xena.
All right, so bonus pro. The person who lost their corpse. I am in a swamp. I'm just looking for corpses. So, if the person who lost their corpse in the swamp can send me a tell or something along those lines, I will find your corpse for you.
Wait, you found the person who was looking for a corpse, or you found somebody that can help him?
No, I can help them. I just need to know the corpse. What I'm looking for.
Yeah, they still haven't said anything. They may have logged after they lost their body. I know this can be frustrating.
Yeah.
Bruce Campbell said he didn't want to ever do another Ash, and he's returning from that character. Nobody should ever say never. What was the James Bond one? I read an article where he said he'd rather like slit his wrist or something with dull glass than do another James Bond. And now he's doing another James Bond. I mean, they offer you enough money, you're doing it. You know you are. Nobody's gonna turn down hundreds of millions of dollars. Heck, maybe I would. If you're gonna give me $100 million to do a movie, I'm doing one movie and then I'm retiring. Going to live out in the middle of the forest like a hermit. Enjoying my life. Playing video games. I'm not an actor, so I'm not doing another one. It's gonna be a horrible performance. Bruce Campbell, well, I guess going back to Swamp of No Hope. Yes, that will put together how all the humor of Bruce Campbell works. Kinda. I mean, I get what you're saying. He is kind of a single character actor, but it worked. It worked in Army of Darkness. It may not work in any of the other ones. He did a lot of really late night sci-fi shows. Some very weird ones too. Low budget. Still, he's a better actor than I ever be. Oh wait, I'll go to.
Get any Emperor loots?
Not yet. We did get an Obelisk Death Shroud that popped while I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't roll on that one.
Yeah.
But it's a nice little item for everybody else here. I'm still trying to find a cleric to replace me. I don't know any, and I'm not in the guild, and it doesn't look like anybody's zoning into the zone here, so we'll keep it going. Another couple of rotations, but if we don't find somebody by then, I may just have to head out regardless.
Yeah.
See, so Bus says, I found mine. There was somebody. Okay, so he got his then. No, the other guy in Crystal Caverns didn't need his corpse. He just needed to pour it out, and Cypher picked him up.
Yep.
Well, thank you again, Cypher. That was very kind of you to help those guys out.
Anytime.
And I think me and Cypher are going to be playing a little bit of Astroneer sometime later this week, if you guys are interested in checking that game.
I'd like to do that. I do need to go to town today and do updates for my videos.
Oh, if you can, make sure you do an update on Darkfall in case there is an update. I don't know why there would be, but if there is, make sure that's up to current speed, because me and Cypher are going to be doing a streaming event with Darkfall. They're going to have all these streamers out there with us. They're going to have a boat, fireworks, spells going off. They're going to be giving away Steam keys. We're going to be doing all sorts of crazy things on that stream. It's going to be happening this weekend, so make sure you guys pay attention to the updates. If you guys want to win some Steam keys for that game, give it a shot. It's kind of an old school Everquest feel, except it's more player versus player driven.
Yeah.
Cypher would know more about it than I do. It was his kind of game back then. I just found out about it just like 4 months ago, maybe. It's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah. I loved the game back whenever it came out. It's under a new name now. Is it
Darkfall, something of Aegon? Fall of Aegon? Rise of
yeah.
Aegon? That's the expansion version I think they're on. He says if you're around, I'll take those bracers off you, though. Bus, I would just pay attention to the giveaways that we're going to be doing. Hopefully, we need a holiday coming up to do it, or maybe we'll do it for the celebration of summer for all the kiddos out there. We got a lot of crap to give away. I call it crap, but it's definitely an improvement for a lot of people. And we sometimes have guest viewers come out to join us. We even had a Cloak of Flames being donated one year as as an item, so it's not all low-end stuff.
That's the good stuff there.
No funkies yet. We're not that rich. One day. P99 Cleric. Oh, okay. They got a Cleric. Sweet.
Nice.
Thanks for the support and heading my way. Ah, yeah, absolutely, dude. Anytime we see somebody in need, we try to help them out as much as we can. This game is all about community. If you're not going to be part of it, at least you can sell to it, maybe? I don't know. There's people out there who definitely love to solo, and I would not begrudge somebody for that aspect of the game because it does add to the community. Running around a zone, seeing a shaman, kiting mobs, dragons, maybe, Western Waste. Hint, hint, Cypher one day. I'd love to be able to see it. Or seeing druids doing their quad kiting over in Cobalt Scar. And something bad happened. I mean, how many times have we run through and seen a Necro just offer us Dead Man Floatings in Cobalt Scar because they're soloing? We're just running through and there's like, hey, here's the Dead Man Floating. I didn't ask for it, but I appreciate it, man. Community, man. Even if they're soloing, they're still part of it.
Yeah, you should join in. Come into Everquest. Become one of us.
Okay. Google Gobble.
Google Gobble, one of us.
Yes, this is the Project 1999 version. You will need a copy of Everquest Titanium. You can find an entire walkthrough for both Windows or Mac users on the Project 1999 forums. So if you're curious about like where to get Titanium, how to install it, some of the common problems you might run into if you run into any problems at all, which hopefully you don't. Most people don't. But some of us, you know, do have weird makeups, weird software issues, something like that. There are walkthroughs for that on their site. You work for it here. I get paid nothing for promoting Project 1999. I like the server. Actually, I get paid nothing for any of the games that I promote. The most I might get from it is a Steam key for free to try out their game. But I get a lot of Steam keys that I never promote because they suck. Or I'm too busy. Too many games. A lot of them suck. Bloody boobs, man. Bloody boobs.
Oh, I saw, I was thinking about that game whenever I was watching, it's a YouTuber Markiplier who did a video on 3 of the strangest games. And one is, it was called Milky boobs.
Milky boobs?
Because,
Jeez.
yeah.
That one seems a little bit more graphic maybe than Bloody Boobs, but not by much. The tune that you started in Bloody Boobs. How do I put this? Butt naked except for a piece of floss covering either side of a certain appendage that went down in a V shape. And I mean floss. Not like a string, but floss. That was your tune. That's what.
Well, the funny thing about the game that he played is that it wasn't anything like it was like it was like you would think. It's pretty much he had to shoot a gun filled with milk at women who were on fire to cool them off. They were hot women. Is what it was.
That kind of reminds me of that beach volleyball game. Did you ever see that one or play that one? Where it was like scantily clad women and you could play beach volleyball. Like you get water on each other. And they like giggle and they bounce a lot.
Yeah, it's part of the whole. It's kind of like Technic, but it's day something. Haven't played the game in 5+ years, and I haven't seen a new one either.
I never played it, but I did see videos of it as one of those games where you're just like, I get the audience this was made for. Not really made for gamers, technically. Maybe it was. Maybe gamer is the right terminology to use on that one, but a certain type of gamer is looking for. You know, I don't know, because I played Leisure Suit Larry when I was a kid. And that one had a lot of sexuality in it, a lot of adult humor jokes. But I think that was the thing. It was more joking than just explicit sexuality. Leisure Suit Larry was hilarious, too.
Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball.
Yeah, I think you're right on that one.
Because there were times where you could actually sit, or you would have to take pictures of the people in the game in between playing volleyball games. If I remember correctly.
Oh, man. Add that to your collection, I guess.
What?
The pictures.
Oh, yeah. I'm used to that. Played a long time ago, but roommate. P99 super. It's like I'm not so old. Check out classic HD remasters, all character weapons, armor. Yeah, I saw that. I've actually been looking at trying to get that installed.
For what? Oh, for the mod?
The high quality HD update. It's a very cool looking update.
I might have to try that. I've been told about it a couple times. I don't have that on mine. A lot of people say they like the look of this one, and it doesn't have that installed on here. So we'll have to see what the difference is. As far as Noah, if you are interested in the game, man, do not be afraid to jump in head first. That's how we all started. We all have a story about being stuck. Oh, wow, the door did not open for me. But yeah, we all have a story about how we fell off of, like, the Tree City. For me, it was I attacked a guard inside the Dark Elf City just to get out of the city. It starts you in the second quarter, and for a brand new player, finding a zone is hard enough, but finding a zone that leads you into another town area, which is what the second quarter is, leads you into the first quarter or leads you into the third quarter. They're both towns, and you're just like, I want to get out of a town. So I eventually attacked a guard just to see what would happen, and it spawned me outside, and I never stepped foot inside of a town again for about 20 levels. Those had, there was no wiki. Alakazam was a thing, but it was super pathetic at the time. Like, you were lucky if there was any information on anything you typed in there, and the information they had was mostly wrong. It's good though. Those are memories that I look back on, while at the time was very frustrating, actually very fondly now. So we're always here to help you out if you really have questions, but I would say just jump in, get lost, die a lot, have some rough experiences, but power through them, and on the other end of that, you're going to learn a lot, and you're just going to have a blast doing it. Duxa UI, yeah, that's a good one to use if you want to have things let you know when spell effects or buffs have worn off. I tend not to do it that way because the more old school I can go, the better. In fact, if they ever mastered the old UI where it blocky and takes up like 90% of your screen and then force you on P99, I hope they do one day. I really, really, really would like to see them do it. But if they could force you to have to look at the spell book for the first 35 levels...
That would be pretty cool if they did that.
I think so too. That's how it was in the old days. First 35 levels of your experience was looking at a spell book. And this is taking into account the old UI that would take up about... It was about 70% of your screen. The other 30% was the actual game. And that was taken up 100% by the spellbook when it was open. So you could literally see nothing of the game when your spellbook was open. You could hear, you could communicate, you could see your chat down there on the bottom, but you could not see anything else. People getting level 35 was life-changing. People would shout it in zones. I'm level 35, goodbye spellbook. Never have to look at your ugly face again. But your spellbook was a lot more organized because of it. I mean, you're looking at it all the time, especially as a caster. You're going through constantly moving things around, rearranging them. Why not? It's there. I don't think I've spent more than 5 minutes looking at my spellbook this time around. So, just different. It's a different experience.
Yeah.
And you had to communicate better as a tank, too.
Oh, much. The thing with there is you've learned pretty early on too.
No hot buttons either. So I actually learned to type playing Everquest. That's where my typing skills found their start, and then later on I took some classes to perfect it. But yeah.
What do you mean no hot buttons?
There was no like typing in / incoming in group and then clicking the button for incoming when the game first came out. You had to do /G space incoming every single time something was incoming.
Oh, yeah.
So you had to have like one hand running through the zone, pulling the mob, and the other hand typing really quickly. If you had a train, you had to type that crap out, both in group and in shout, while running from a train. So a lot of the time you had to make the choice, do I die from the train rather than kill everybody else? Or do I train people without letting them know and take all the flack for it?
Yeah, you had to make sure called incoming, assist. All of that was without having macros.
Mm-hmm. Faster you can type, the better.
Yep, and one thing I had a lot of people say whenever I would play my cleric on live is that why aren't you telling us that you're healing us or anything like that? Because I don't have time. I don't have time to do it. I gotta cast a spell. Maybe I'll tell you after I get done casting, but I'm gonna make sure you don't die.
Exactly.
But I've never been one of those people that reads group chat a lot either.
If you get,
I'll glance down at it a little bit. Say, oh, okay, there's talking about this. Okay, let me go ahead and get my heal off.
I mean, if you got a lot of people using those autosaves, oh, I'm healing this, rooting this mob, don't touch it, mezzing this mob, don't touch it, assist me attacking this
Yeah.
mob, incoming this mob, it becomes spam. It becomes a lot of spam because if you look at the enchanters, when they cast a spell, a
Well,
lot of the time they have to cast it multiple times.
that's why whenever I made my macro for slows, I didn't make my macro to cast my slow. I made my macro so that once I actually got it to land, I would press that button. That way you now know it's slowed.
Most people don't do it that
And
way.
yeah,
And most of them do it
because
as they cast it. And so if they got to recast it because they fizzle or because they got interrupted
yeah,
or they got resisted, you got like 12
for
messages down there of you doing that.
that's the same as whenever I get my macro set up. It's not going to be to cast it, it's going to be that it landed. Because on raids, they don't care if you fizzled. They want to know if it's landed yet.
Spell Disintegrate. Let me look that one up. That's a wizard spell.
It is. It's an instant kill for. It's like Assassinate. It's an instant kill for mobs that are 46 and below.
Worth about 450.
If you get that spell, you can put it on your wizard.
You don't need it?
No, I need it. I'd love it. Trying to get all my stuff for my wizard, but it's not as important as
31. Not very good.
How many viewers do you have right now?
We have 32 people watching.
Nice.
Do we have something popping around?
I don't know how you keep up with this much chat.
I've gotten a little bit better at it, but I still get a little flack for not paying attention as much as I should. And I'm going to get locked inside here.
Again?
Oh, she's waiting for me, or he's waiting for me. Let me out, 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 let me out. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Staying behind. Fat Cleric.
I think whenever we're streaming and everything, I'm gonna start getting to where I'll watch your chat, because you can make a pop out. You don't actually have to watch the stream if you're in the stream. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the other thing too is a lot of the time I don't read necessarily everything that people write, mainly for the fact that if people were having a conversation, I don't want to just insert in the middle of it. Like I try not to anymore. Like we used to do a pretty bad job of that. Sometimes we still do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I try to let the conversation play out as much as possible before I jump in there and let people.
Yeah, like right now, with them asking about
The
how to get it set up to play Everquest. Is it torrented? That kind of stuff.
I ignore that stuff deliberately. Because
Yeah.
you guys are talking about illegal stuff, I'm not going to comment on a stream. Like I said,
Yeah,
it's
that's
all
true.
on the forums, and you can do what you want. I will point you to eBay and Amazon, which are legit
What's that
places
there?
to get.
What you say? I don't see nothing.
I know eBay, man.
I don't see words.
eBay's the way to go now. Amazon usually has a cheaper price, to be honest.
I went through Amazon. That's how I got mine. But I wanted a physical copy anyway.
I'm old school, dude. I love physical copies. I miss physical. I was very upset when I bought Mass Effect and I couldn't get my physical copy. I like having artwork. I like being able to I like being able to go into my collection of Everquest stuff and see the old school map that they used to give you, the Lady Fiona Vi character they used to give you. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm a nerd. That's all it is. I'm a nerd. I like the stuff. Give me more manja. I need it. I need it in my life.
He said I don't like having physical copies. Less trash in my house. See, for us though, we come from a generation where we like having our games on a shelf where we can say, hey, I have a complete set of all the EverQuest games,
And it's
expansions that came out, and here it
and
is.
it's not every game, that's for sure. I don't want every game I've
Yeah,
ever played on my shelf because a lot of them
but you
suck.
want the good ones.
Yeah, I
I
like having
mean,
the good
if
ones.
if you waited 2 or 3 years for a game to come out, like Pantheon, I want a physical copy. Um, Kingdom Come Deliverance, I wanted a physical copy. That thing. And you'll actually see on Facebook under the EverQuest, they actually that's one of the things that they tote as really showing old maps, old books that they have for EverQuest. Like there was a person who took notes for every crafting they ever did, um, all that kind of stuff, and it's like nostalgic memorabilia by having those CDs because they don't make them anymore.
Getting hit pretty hard here. Alright, so I'll pop out and get the enchanter in here, and I'll keep healing while he meds up. Yeah,
Right
they did
on.
find me a replacement here, so I'll be heading out here in just a minute, guys. Be getting back to Plane of Mischief, which me and Cypher have not had a chance to go and check out as much as maybe we should. I would love to be able to get a group going on in there, maybe get some quests going as well. You think maybe your shaman might be
Yes.
more likely to get in there?
Yes.
Alright.
At level 54, I already know who does it. I'm gonna buy a port up there, or a cough.
Your shaman, my warrior, maybe?
My shaman, your cleric.
That could work too. I don't know what my cleric would be doing.
Cleric would be doing things. Maybe it's better my cleric, my shaman, your cleric, Shuriki.
Oh, anybody. Oh, anybody would go good with that combination. Yeah, just some DPS, some tankage.
Yeah, no, I meant his enchanter.
I guess I could be healing
'Cause
his pet.
my slows, you healing this pet. Easy peasy.
Let's see. I have the Cunard cloth map still somehow. So do I, dude. I actually have several copies of it because I did have several accounts back in the day. Yeah, I went a little too hardcore. Too much money. Paying on several accounts. I still have the Fiona Vi character, although one of them has the staff broken off on the top, the other one's in good condition. I don't keep things in boxes, though. I'm not one of those guys that want to put it up on my shelf and never touch it. Like, I like having things out that are little knickknacks here and there that I can look at.
Yeah.
They get broken. They get abused. Nothing like Grandma's Boy, though. They ain't going that far. At least as far as I know. I mean, you know, maybe somebody has taken it to the bathroom when I wasn't paying attention. Hope not.
Oh, that part. Yeah.
What you think I was talking about? What other
I
thing did they
forgot
do
about
with the toys?
I tried not to. I try not to remember those scenes.
Oh, come on, man. You know, he was tied to the bed by his grandmother, you know, or his roommates, I should say, that were nymphos. Just happened to be his 90-year-old grandmother. I just watched that last night. I just watched Tropic Thunder the other night. Somebody made a comment about it, and I had to go back and watch it because it's a good movie. I think I've only seen it like 3 times. And yeah, there's not a lot of movies these days I can watch multiple times, but that's one of them. Every so often, you can just kind of go back and watch it.
You know what I think is great about that movie is not only does it have a massive, great cast, but Tom Cruise, his character was great, even though he wasn't a major character in it. And the same thing was in what was it that we were talking about the other day, the Interrogator or the It's where they go over to North Korea
Oh, the interview.
in the interview. He was on there, or no, maybe it was Eminem. Maybe
Eminem,
I'm
yeah,
thinking
he's like,
Eminem.
I'm gay.
Yeah,
He's like, what do you
yeah.
mean I'm
Oh
gay?
no, Tom Cruise. Or was it Rob Lowe that said, "Oh, I'm bald," and he just takes
Yeah,
his hair
yeah,
off.
Rob Lowe. You know, like the sexiest man of the year award, like 1,000 times over, and he comes out, he's like, yeah, I'm actually not good looking.
Yeah, fact that they're willing to do those kind of movies are
Gotta be able to
awesome.
poke fun at yourself. If you can't take a
Oh
joke, if
yeah,
you're not gonna make it, man. You just in life in general, you're not gonna make it. People are gonna make fun of you. You're gonna have stupid things happen to you. If I could count the amount of times I've been embarrassed, I wouldn't want to.
I mean, if you're gonna be someone like those guys, the Pineapple Express guys,
Oh yeah,
and you're gonna have so much pull with a lot of big actors. So you're gonna just say, "Hey, got this thing. I just need you to do something crazy," and that's the thing that comes to their mind is Eminem just straight up, straight face, nothing changing on his face. Yeah, I'm gay. Okay,
but I mean, Tom Cruise might be completely nuts in real life, but
sure.
he plays his character well for such a small role in that movie in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
It felt bigger.
Oh,
It felt bigger,
it
you know.
did. And he had those huge, massive
And
forearms.
thighs too. Like what was with them, I don't know, but they just threw it on there because it was funny and it looked weird and like he
Yeah.
made it work somehow.
Yep.
I don't know. That's why I'll probably never be anywhere close to being as good as somebody like that because they can just take something that's a disadvantage to most people and make it work. But that's what's impressive about it.
Yeah. All
Very.
right, sir. People, everyone.
All right, man. I'm gonna be heading out here in a minute too. I'm just making sure this cleric gets enough
Yeah.
mana before I do, and then I'm gonna gate to Cobalt Scar and take it easy. So yeah, get some rest, man. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Remember, this weekend we're gonna be doing Darkfall and then hopefully a arena on Everquest, open arena for anybody who wants to come out and join us.
Yes, sir.
All right, night, man.
All right. Night.
Let me check these guys. Yeah, I'll wait until he's 50 and then I'll head out. Alright guys, so we're going to be heading out here. Definitely want to thank all of you for watching, but don't go anywhere just yet. I'm going to do a search and see if there's anybody else streaming P99. And if they are, we'll go ahead and raid their channel and see what they're up to. It looks like I might be the only one at P99. Let's check out Everquest. It is late, so maybe not. Oh, Big Ton Gaming is actually streaming Everquest right now, so do not go anywhere. That is a really good friend of ours. He does some really great videos. He is playing on live, but it's good stuff, guys. So let's go ahead and... Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series, in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future. So if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.